Here's the truth. Beauty is a blessing. It's not something to hide, tone down, or apologize for. When a woman is walking with God and looking her best, both inside and out, that's divine alignment. That's favor made visible. Glamour isn't just surface level, it's spiritual. Because when your heart is pure, your confidence is rooted in Christ, and your outer beauty reflects your inner glow. People don't just notice you, they feel you. And yes, some people may feel jealous, but more often, beauty inspires the opposite. It draws admiration, a desire to protect, and even a deeper sense of connection. Studies have shown that beauty can evoke protective instincts, not just in men, but in women too. There's a biological and spiritual pull toward preserving what is seen as delicate, precious, or sacred. In both human and animal behavior, researchers have observed that individuals considered beautiful often receive more help, empathy, and safeguarding. Why? Because beauty signals life, hope, and continuation, and instinctively what's beautiful must be protected, for the sake of existence itself. That's why when you walk in your God-given beauty, with warmth, humility, and joy, people often feel drawn to honor you, not just compete with you. You shift the atmosphere, not through intimidation, but through inspiration. That's what true Christian glamour is. It's not about vanity, it's about light and lordship. It's glory and grace, walking hand in hand. When a woman is rooted in God, secure in her identity, and aligned with her purpose, she carries a kind of inner radiance that naturally draws people in. It's not just about being seen, it's about being felt. I recently did a video on Marilyn Monroe, and something stood out. So many people who met her in real life didn't just say she was beautiful, they said she was kind, soft, magnetic. There was also a deep desire from many to protect her, because a woman who's both beautiful and kind lights up a room in a way that makes others want to care for her, not just envy her. That's why I don't subscribe to the idea that every woman will automatically be jealous of you just because you're beautiful. Sure, jealousy exists, and yes, it comes with the territory. But in many cases, beauty actually stirs up beautiful emotions in others: admiration, warmth, and most importantly, protectiveness, in both men and women. Unless, of course, your presence agitates something deeper in them, something spiritual. Sadly, many beautiful but unhealed women move through the world carrying wounds they've never addressed. They expect rejection, envy, or competition, and because the power of life and death is in the tongue, Proverbs 18:21, they often speak those outcomes into existence. The world simply mirrors back what they've projected. But healed, beautiful women don't go around expecting the worst from other women. They walk in wisdom, wise as serpents and harmless as doves, Matthew 10:16, because they understand there can be danger, but they don't let fear or suspicion control them. They don't speak negatively about all women or dwell on negativity every single day, because endlessly regurgitating wounds helps no one. It drains your mood, saps your energy, and slowly eats away at your spirit. Instead, they choose to respond with discernment and grace, not projecting their own fears or wounds onto the world. Imagine walking into a store expecting to find only ugly clothes. Would shopping be enjoyable? Sure, you might not like every piece, but I'm confident there would be some, maybe even many that catch your eye, unless you're severely overweight. Now, if none of the clothes fit your style or size, maybe you're just in the wrong store, or perhaps it's time to adjust your attitude, ask a salesperson for help, and suddenly everything starts fitting beautifully. And no, I'm not talking about clothes here. And Christian women, when we're walking with God, we carry that same energy. We don't need to expect the worst out of people. We don't walk around paranoid or guarded. If you were hurt, I understand that, but at some point, you have to heal and move forward. If you wouldn't mistreat other women, then please don't go through life expecting every woman to mistreat you. Like I said earlier, don't be naive. Be wise as a serpent, Matthew 10:16. But also understand, if you're constantly talking about how everyone is doing you wrong, people will start to notice the common denominator in all your conflicts: you. Some people constantly claim others are jealous of them, but in reality, they're projecting. Maybe they're the ones dealing with jealousy, and that's why they assume everyone else is too. I'll never forget when my sister accused me of being jealous of her, when in fact it revealed her own jealousy toward me. I'm not jealous of my sister, there's nothing to be jealous of. She was projecting. So yes, jealousy is real. I've experienced it firsthand since childhood, even within my own family. And friends? I've seen it in friends who pulled away when my life started to thrive. When I entered a healthy relationship, got engaged, and started glowing in ways they weren't ready to support. But I don't project those experiences onto every woman I meet. I don't judge the world based on my wounds, I judge it based on what's in my heart. And because I know I carry love and sincerity, I trust that other women like me exist. I know they do. They watch my videos. I see their comments. Your inner world is reflected in your outer one. If everyone seems to be repelled by you, maybe you're the one repelling them. What's inside of you always makes its way to the surface. For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, Matthew 12:34. And when your heart is bitter or wounded, It can make you spiritually and even physically unattractive. Heal your heart. It'll transform your life and how the world responds to you. Yes, chosen ones often go through intense isolation, spiritual attacks, and jealousy from others, even from people they've helped or shown love to. But even through all of that, truly chosen and healed women don't sit around spewing hate toward other women. You can be aware of jealousy and attacks without turning cold. Being chosen doesn't mean you walk around wounded. It means you heal and keep walking. We walk around with radiance, with peace, with authority wrapped in gentleness. That's what makes it so powerful. Because while yes, spirits like rejection, delay, and jealousy do exist, and yes, some people will try to siphon or steal your light, your job isn't to become cold or dim yourself in response. Your job is to glow anyway. That glow isn't arrogance, it's anointing. You don't walk into a room to be the center of attention. You walk in carrying the presence of God, and that alone shifts things. So don't believe the lie that beauty makes you less approachable, or that being put together is prideful, or that femininity has to mean being hypersexual or performative. Your beauty is divine, your glamour is grounded, your softness is strength. And softness toward both men and women is part of your armor. Another lie that beautiful Christian women must dismantle is the belief that all men are good for nothing and only want one thing. We're too wise for that. Remember, your inner world reflects outward, and if your heart is closed off, you'll repel the good men who were sent to love and protect you. Meanwhile, the toxic ones, they're drawn to the challenge. Some even take pride in breaking down the one who was never supposed to fall for them in the first place. You have to heal your wounds before stepping into the world in your full glory. Your inner dialogue shows up on your face. No matter how flawless your makeup is, people can still feel what's going on beneath the surface. So as I said earlier, your beauty is divine, your glamour is grounded, your softness is strength, and your warmth towards men and women is your armor. Beauty is a blessing from above. It's a divine distinction. When it's rooted in godliness, beauty becomes a reflection of the Creator himself. It draws people in, softens hardened hearts, and can shift the atmosphere of a room without a single word. A woman walking in her beauty with confidence and humility carries a quiet power that's impossible to ignore, not because she's seeking attention, but because she's walking in alignment. And glamour, when surrendered to God, is not vanity. It's presentation with intention. It's the way a woman expresses grace, dignity, and creativity outwardly without compromising her values inwardly. It's how she shows up in the world, not to perform, but to reflect the excellence of the one who created her. There is nothing shallow about looking your best when your heart is anchored in purpose. Here's the part they don't always teach in church. The Bible is filled with women whose beauty was part of their assignment. Not a distraction, not a liability, a divine strategy. Let's look at some biblical examples of women who wore their beauty with purpose, and how God used their style, softness, and radiance as part of their calling. Esther. Prepared, poised, and powerfully glamorous. Esther 2:12-17. Before stepping into her destiny as queen, Esther underwent 12 months of beauty treatments, including oils, perfumes, and cosmetics. But this wasn't vanity or pride, it was divine preparation. Her glamour was a sacred part of her calling. It was her way of honoring the season she was entering and reflecting the dignity God had placed on her life. Her radiance, grace, and poise were tools God used to save a nation. Lesson. True Christian glamour is a beautiful combination of obedience and intentional self-care. It's about preparing yourself to walk boldly into your destiny, radiant inside and out. Ruth. Soft, elegant, and strategically glamorous. Ruth 3:3. Naomi instructed Ruth to wash, anoint herself, and put on her best clothes before meeting Boaz. Ruth's beauty and elegance were part of her respectful presentation, soft yet confident, dignified yet approachable. Her outward glamour was a reflection of the inward grace, loyalty, and strength she carried. This wasn't just about appearance, it was a strategic and spiritual expression of hope and readiness for a new chapter. Lesson. Dressing with intention and gentleness honors God and opens doors, but it's your character and grace that truly win hearts. Abigail. Beautiful, wise, and spiritually fashioned. 1 Samuel 25:3. Abigail is described as both intelligent and beautiful, a woman whose presence and diplomacy calmed a volatile situation. Her beauty wasn't just skin deep, it was expressed through her wisdom, discernment, and gracious demeanor. Her style was part of her whole package, a woman who carried herself with confidence, elegance, and spiritual authority. Lesson. Godly glamour is not just about looks, it includes your mindset, presence, and spiritual wisdom. The Proverbs 31 woman. Elegant, empowered, and exquisitely glamorous. Proverbs 31:22-25. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. She is clothed with strength and dignity. This woman's clothing reflected her royal status and refined taste. Fine linen and purple were expensive, luxurious fabrics, symbolizing wealth and honor in biblical times. But her glamour was balanced by strength, generosity, and deep spiritual grounding. She walked with confidence and grace, embodying the perfect blend of holiness and luxury. Lesson. Christian glamour means you don't have to choose between spirituality and style. You can be both regal and humble, polished and powerful. Queen of Sheba. excellence, luxury, and reverence in glamour. 1 Kings 10. The Queen of Sheba arrived before Solomon with spices, gold, jewels, and impeccable presentation. Her arrival was marked by lavishness and intentional beauty, reflecting her respect and awe for divine wisdom. Her glamour was a visual declaration of her status and her honor for God's anointed king. Lesson: glamour can be a form of reverence and excellence, showing up fully, richly, and with purpose. Practical takeaway: how to wear your godly glamour today. Prepare yourself like Esther, with self-care routines that nourish your body and soul, treating yourself as a sacred vessel. Dress with intention like Ruth. Choose your outfit as an act of respect, confidence, and readiness for what God is doing in your life. Carry wisdom and presence like Abigail. Let your spirit, intellect, and grace amplify your natural beauty. Embody strength and dignity, like the Proverbs 31 woman. Invest in quality and cultivate a style that reflects your inner power and holiness. Show up with excellence like the Queen of Sheba. Knowing your appearance can be a declaration of your faith and reverence. Christian glamour is not superficial, it's sacred. It's a reflection of your heart, your calling, and your connection to a God who delights in beauty and order. You were created to shine, inside and out. Learn to embrace silhouettes that flatter your figure, flowing skirts, tailored tops, tasteful layering, all while honoring your body. Play with colors that illuminate your natural glow, and choose fabrics that feel like a soft embrace. Discover your color season so you can wear shades that highlight your natural features and enhance your God-given beauty. If you need to lose weight, do it with love and intention. Move your body, work out in a way that makes you feel strong and alive. Nourish yourself with clean, wholesome foods, and take your vitamins so your skin glows from within. Apply a good eyelash serum to help your lashes grow long and full. Oil your hair regularly to encourage healthy, beautiful growth. And don't forget to wear sweet-smelling organic oils so your skin stays soft and you leave a lovely, lasting impression wherever you go. Transform your daily skincare and hair routine into moments of prayer and praise. As you anoint your skin or comb your hair, invite God's presence to fill your heart and mind. Treat your body as the holy temple it is, not just with products, but with reverence and love. Your beauty routine becomes a sacred act of worship and self-care. The Bible shows us time and time again that God delights in beauty, not just in nature or the heavens, but in his daughters too. God didn't call his daughters to live in neglect or self-rejection. Healthy self-care, grooming, rest, nourishing food, movement, and beauty rituals can all be expressions of gratitude. It's saying, Lord, I see the masterpiece you made, and I'm going to treat it like it's worthy. Glamour rooted in God is a beautiful expression of faith. Beauty is a blessing, a gift from the Creator who designed you with intention. God doesn't just want you to see your beauty, he wants others to witness it too, because when you shine, he gets the glory. When embraced with a pure heart, your radiance becomes a reflection of his goodness, creativity, and light flowing through you.